At least physically speaking, my journey has been an interesting one. Because for most of my life, I have been a very, I won't say tiny person because I've always been tall. My son best represents me. My son, I think, is 6'4" now and maybe 135 pounds, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a 28-inch waist.
Wow.
It's
His
bizarre.
waist is shorter than his inseam. Someday I hope to be in that club. Andre, get on it. Fix it
No,
for
but
me.
so was I. So was I. And then at some point I hit square where the inseam was equal to the waist. And I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble now. Now I'm at square. And then it just got worse. And so at any rate, I sort of got into the weightlifting and physique and bodybuilding and all that kind of relatively late in life. I did.
Mm-hmm.
What I discovered was as great as my career had been, and again, it was primarily because I was lucky enough to be associated with some phenomenal people. When you, I think the Romans, I don't remember the Latin, sans corpus, sans mensa, or something like that. It's sound mind and a sound body. When you really start to live that, you get treated differently. You really do. You really do. And maybe it's because it's the way that you carry yourself and that you project yourself and all that. And I wish I could blame the coronavirus. I can't. Because trust me, I didn't gain like 40, 50 pounds during the coronavirus.
A lot of people did.
It started before that. But it's probably been since 2000, I would say 2000, easily 2015, 2016, since I was diligent about getting back into the gym. I would say that I've been diligent. I think we've all been pretty diligent every single day. And I'm treating myself differently. If nothing else, I'm treating myself differently. Regardless of what response I get from other people in my life, I am treating myself differently in the past 4 weeks since I've been working out every morning with you. I'm treating myself differently.
Paul, what are you treating yourself with?
I just am trying to save myself from myself most days, but trying to just put one foot in front of the other and be there in a way that I can be instead of worrying about the next thing. Or, it's funny because in our job, I'm supposed to figure out, here are the array of circumstances that exist and the array of possible conclusions. And these are the ones that are acceptable and these are the ones that aren't. And my job is to steer everything towards the acceptable outcome. And I'm good at my job because that's how I've lived my life, except I've learned recently that that's not how I'm supposed to live it, because that's the exact opposite of intentionality. And so, what I'm just trying to do is put one foot in front of the other and do what I can do in any given day. And I've been able to do that for the last 6 weeks in particular. And I found more peace in that than I have at any time in my life. So,
Based on what you just said, I thought it was very good. You both are lawyers, and you said you had to deal with two different perspectives on how you approach the client. Based on what we're dealing with today, the world is crazy. We got corona, we got health issues, we got racial tension. From a legal standpoint, not even legal, from your standpoint, you and Dave's, what's the best way, as far as what you know, that you would put these categories in the right and put the pieces to the puzzle together to stop or to draw a somewhat conclusion to what's going on?
I think the laws of physics kind of apply to life. And
I know that.
And so when you, a body in motion stays in motion, and for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. As I get older, as I think a lot of people do, you look back in life and you see these forces that keep pushing against one another. And what happens is it becomes a tug of war that no one ever wins. And I think the solution to a lot of these issues is to focus on our commonalities